Hello guys, it's Jun. I'm an arts developer and producer based in Seoul, South Korea, and this is my show where I review K-pop music videos. Today we're gonna watch and analyze SISTAR19's new single called No More, My Boy. So let's dive in.
No, 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 nobody's perfect, no, no. 넌 불을 지르고 따라 놨잖아. 진짜 이게 사랑이 맞니? No, 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 nobody's perfect, no, no. No, 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 nobody's perfect, no, 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 no. 난 흑백 TV 속 그 안에 있나 봐. 이런 것도 익숙해져. 라라라라라라 마지막에 장식해 my boy. 나 라라라라 너를 겨눠.
Wow, boy, this takes me back. So for those that don't know who SISTAR19 is and suddenly appear out of nowhere, it's not nowhere. Many years ago, maybe 15 years ago, a girl group named SISTAR has debuted, and it was one of the mainstream groups back in the day. They released some really nice songs, kind of this sensual vibe. That was a 4-member group, but the two of them, Hyorin and Bora, have combined their powers to make SISTAR19. And back then they actually released 2 songs called My Boy and Gone Around No Any Longer, something like that. Both songs were received very well back then. They were really nice, with really nice choreography, very sensual. So this one, where does it fit? 10 years later, they just come back with this song. Well, this is very, very interesting, because if this was a new girl group right now, they wouldn't make this kind of song. But they know their audience already knows this kind of sound, and they wanted it, so they made it. So yeah, this is kind of a little time capsule. It just opened again. It's like they wrote this song 10 years ago. My first impression is that I do enjoy it because it brings me back all these memories, but I'm not sure about new watchers, like people that got into K-pop the last few years, like if they really dig this kind of sound and visual. It comes from a kind of another era. It's a little different, right? You don't see it twice these days, dressing up like this and dancing like this and thinking about this kind of stuff. It's not like nobody's doing it. It's just, mainstream K-pop these days has changed a bit. So let's go back in the beginning of the song, listen a bit to the instrumental and also the vocals on the top, and see how they're made.
No, 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 nobody's perfect.
We start straight with the chorus here with this nice powerful vocal, and you can hear these strings in the background.
확실하게 해두길 바래. 나 라라라라 너를 겨눠.
And you can hear this very characteristic sister sound here on the vocals.
넌 불을 지르고 따라 놨잖아.
We have a little acoustic bass playing, just a kick and a clap, and that's all you need pretty much to provide some rhythm. SISTAR songs were always in this kind of style. And this is Hyorin, by the way. She starts the song.
아니 나와 다르게.
She has a very characteristic voice, and you can hear also how nicely mixed it is, how the reverb of the voice is there. So it gives a nice spacing to the song.
진짜 이게 사랑이 맞니? 나와 다르게 너무 태연해.
There are not many differences in the instrumental during the verse. They have done this so the powerful vocal from Hyorin has some space to move in.
속이 아주 타올라 짙게. 의도가 무엇이든 상관.
And this is Bora now, and you can hear some little guitar playing some riff, some little riff.
없어 지금 내 상태를 봐.
And you can hear some electronic sound coming in, some kind of synth.
넌 대체 나를 위해 뭘 걸었어.
And it's really nice how the vocal has this kind of a little nagging sound in it. She uses her throat really nicely to achieve that.
넌 대체 나를 위해 뭘.
You see here Nar, and this brings a lot of this kind of feminine passion. It's very characteristic. Hyorin is one of the best in this.
No, nobody's perfect, no, no.
And we have this pre-chorus with a little piano bringing some energy and preparing us for the drop, the hook.
난 너를 겨눠. No, 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 nobody's perfect, no, no.
And you see how nice it sounds because you got only two girls and you can combine their voices and have this one unique voice. Extremely well mixed, right? The vocal comes out like one, but it's actually both of them. So now we're going to the second verse. It's Bora here singing. Hyolyn has a bit more powerful vocal than Bora, but Bora also has her uniqueness, of course. It's just Hyolyn's voice is just more unique, or maybe we're just more used to it. Here we have a repetition of the pre-chorus and the hook, and we don't have any kind of bridge, we just have an outro kind of section. Really nice voice here. So yeah, that's pretty much the song. So if you notice the music video that I'm pretty sure you did, you can see some kind of maturity here, okay? There is a level up from your usual K-pop. The reason they can do that is they're not in their previous, you know, kind of agency that they're into this mainstream K-pop. They're also much more mature. In fact, Bora would be 34 years old and Hyolyn would be 32 years old. Maybe they don't look as old, maybe they look like 27, 28, and that's great. But yeah, it makes a big difference than, you know, the currently debuted K-pop group. So they can do pretty much whatever they want. It's acceptable from the society, you know, from the people that watch this. Not that when they were younger they were not that sexy and sensual, just it was kind of a different times. I feel 10 years ago K-pop was so sexy, so sensual, but it has been toned down quite a bit the past years. You can see from their attires and the dancing and everything, they're not afraid, you know, to show some skin and you know, dance very sensually. You can see Hyolyn with all her tattoos, navel piercing. This wouldn't be exactly acceptable to a 20-year-old in a K-pop group that just debuted, but she's an independent woman, you know, she can do whatever she wants, and here it is. So let's watch again the music video and check out the lyrics a bit and try to find, you know, what's going on, if there is some kind of story in the music video and what they're talking about. So the first line, the songs begin, nobody's perfect, okay, and that pretty much brings us into this kind of universe, this kind of space of the song, like nobody's perfect. So this is about some kind of romance. Okay, so you set a fire and run away. So this already makes us feel like, okay, she's kind of heartbroken. If we didn't get this tip from her actual passionate vocal, then here's the lyric and she's wondering, is this really love? Or maybe she's just talking to this person, and we can get this understanding. She says, I'm aiming at you, like I'm talking to you. That's what it means. So it's like she's just making a monologue, just standing there, maybe not caring, or, you know, maybe it's a breakup, and just wondering, is this really love? Is this how it's supposed to be? And we're introduced here to this western kind of bar slash pub, and there are these people here playing cards and drinking. So she says like the other person is calm, but she's actually, you know, burning inside. So she's very passionate about this, but this other person doesn't really give a lot of attention, or maybe that's what she thinks. She's so devastated from this situation that she cannot also care for the feelings of the other person, and you can see her heart here full of experiences, full of knives. She has been hurt in the past from different kind of romance. Says, what did you bet for me? The roulette turns. Like, she doesn't know what the future is gonna bring here, right? Like, are we together? Are we not? What's going on in this relationship? What's going on in my future? And we also get the visual from this roulette here. And here we get an actual sword or another knife straight into the heart. And we see here in the background, it says love scars, I think. So you get scarred from love, and that's how you grow.
No, 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 nobody's perfect. No.
And that's pretty much the hook. Nobody's perfect. Perhaps it means everybody has some kind of scar from their previous relationships, from they have been hurt. So you cannot just find me 100% pure, you know. I'm gonna have my own personality that I developed through pain and happiness, of course. We will see up to here, you know, it's a lot of dancing, and this kind of set in this kind of Western bar, it doesn't really have a specific storyline. It's not like there are characters and something specific is happening like continuously, like a story progressing. They're using it as an abstract visual, an environment, you know, that they can do some actions that they can relate to the music video.
왜 잔인한 거야? 늘 사랑이란 건 아름다운 장면은 거칠 때.
Bora here is wondering why is love always so cruel. She's so hurt that she cannot really remember the good moments right now, so she just remembers everything bad, and she says even the beautiful scenes, you know, they're wrong, you know, like because I'm hurting so much.
난 흑백 TV 속 그 안에 있나 봐. 이런 것도
And this is a very nice deep lyric here. It says, I guess I'm inside the black and white TV. This means, you know, there's no color in my life as I expected it. You know, when you grow up and you expect, you know, this big love and romance, you expect everything to be super nice. Maybe you're watching Korean dramas and you think, you know, oh, there's this kind of prince that's gonna love me, or this super pretty girl and I have this romance. But reality, it's not exactly like that. Each person have the character, and there's always some kind of compatibility issues, if you like. So when you're in a relationship that everything is going all right for a while, you feel everything is colorful, right? That's your happiness, that's your feelings. But then when that relationship starts going bad, you feel the world is black and white, you know, nothing matters, everything is kind of boring and annoying. And after a few relationships, you're so hurt, you know, like your heart has so many daggers that you feel you're always kind of gray world, and it's very hard to feel again excited about romance. And I think that's the state Bora is explaining here.
이런 것도 익숙해 조금씩.
And you see she's got used to that.
너에겐 작고 작은 불장난이 내겐 죄만 남았어.
Another nice deep lyric here. You know, for you everything is about fire, everything is about creating some kind of situation, but for her it's just ashes. She's dead. She cannot take this anymore. So for this other person, they're just fooling around, they're just playing around, but to her, this is everything. This romance to her means a lot. This is a really nice abstract set. They have all these guys under, and I think this is a representation of their previous relationship. Not much is happening during the second hook, it's just a repetition, a bit of dancing, but then we have the last part here. She already knows what's gonna happen. They're breaking up. This is gonna finish. This is not that bad because she knows there is a cycle. You fall in love, you start the relationship, you're having good times, you start having bad times, and you break up and you feel everything comes to an end. But then you heal up and you try again. So that's a cycle. So it says it's not bad. That's the finale. Learn to love it, learn to move on. You see also the broken glass here. It's gone and we're moving on. One thing I have to mention is there are two previous releases, My Boy and Gone Around Not Any Longer. Both of those songs had a very similar kind of vibe, of course, but also, you know, the meaning is like a story moving on. So it's really worth going to watch those with subtitles if you don't understand Korean, so you can follow their story. And I think here they reached a level, you know, to the breakup, the actual breakup, because in the beginning it was My Boy, you know, like so they were so proud about the relationship, they're having a good time, but in their next song they started expressing some doubt, and he's kind of gone and what's gonna go on, and here is the breakup. Okay, 10 years too late, but here it is, so let's enjoy. I feel for this kind of meaning and this kind of song, this is very well done, very well crafted. The lyrics are, you know, what it's supposed to be, nothing extremely deep, but they do have a few smart lyrics during the verse. They mention here the black and white TV, you know, it has a little more depth, and it says, you know, a little game of fire, all remains is ashes, you know, that's really nicely made. And I really like this kind of visual representation of how somebody that grew up and had a few relationships and got hurt, how they actually feel, like that's their heart, has a few scars here and there. It's like, okay, you had a relationship for a couple of years when you're 20, then another one, then another one, and you know, all this accumulates, and then when you meet a new person, you're kind of afraid of a lot of things that could happen because you have experience from that, kind of a little trauma that just kicks in at the wrong time and could affect your new relationship as well. It's kind of tricky. So this music video is very nicely made. Actually, it has a lot of nice images. It's focused on the choreography, of course, but we do have some extra images, and I really like the sets, you know, the lighting. They look gorgeous, of course, the wardrobe and everything. So let's go talk about all this stuff. Have this set here with this kind of western bar, and you see in the bar here we have this sign also says love illuminate. In either case, this is really well made. The wardrobe is very carefully done here, and every character they are doing their action, so it's really nice. The bar, and of course these pink lights here that make everything very unique and give a tone to their kind of style. There's some foreigner guys here too, as I can see, and some Koreans too. There is the barman here. This is a really nice set.
No, no, no.
And here we're introduced to the first choreography set. There is this table they're on. They have done this a lot in the previous music videos. They kind of keep this Western style here by this decoration and the lighting, of course. Obviously, the main light doesn't really come from these lamps. These are just for decoration. And you see they have this 19 on their crop tops, which is, you know, SISTAR19. They're not 19 anymore, of course. And they have these short shorts and these boots. They keep following this kind of Western style. And we see some kind of drink here. It's probably tea, guys. They don't really give, I don't know, whiskey in the set. And she have all these cards here. It's like she already has played the game. Here we have another nice set. We have this bull here that also follows this Western theme, and this really nice kind of carpet. And there is all this confetti falling on, like, you know, she's in the main of the stage. You can see the spotlight. Really nice close up here with this cowboy hat, the pretty eyes, of course, the nose piercing, and this peculiar ring, the nails, you know, everything is really nice. This kind of girl that she's attractive, right? Like, she's very sensual. Like, you can see the maturity on her. She's not pretending to be mature. She is mature. It kind of looks like trouble. And you see Bora also introduced similarly with another nose piercing here. On the other side, the really nice hat, nice black hair. And you see this kind of movement, like how they shake. This is also very typical of them. This kind of dancing for Hyodin and Bora, for Sister in general. We can really see a little flare here too, but they're using modern lenses or semi-vintage, maybe Master Primes or something like that. And you see here, like, the cinematography is really nice, how this flips, the image keeps flipping. So they go with a crane up over the table, so you see they're playing the cards. And then it goes and it fades into the drinks. That is also rolling. And then here she is. And this is really also synced up on the beat, on the clap. So yeah, this is really nice. They're using this kind of storyline kind of set, but she's actually singing in the set. I really like this kind of mix. You can see all this beauty here on Bora, like also she's attractive. She also looks like trouble, you know. And of course we have the heart here. The art team has done a really nice job. And we got the two typical foreigner guys here, just because it's a Western theme music video. Let's just throw them in. And here we're introduced to this kind of winter theme here with this absolutely gorgeous fur, totally white. Hair comes through, and this could be the background of your desktop for a while, you know, just this image, you know, just looks gorgeous. This is obviously some kind of graphics here. They didn't really track the actual knife. And here you can see the next outfit. You know, they're wearing these white kind of fairy shorts and top and crop top. And we can see the back dancers as well. They're similarly dressed, but not with the fur. So they have the difference, and they have these white jackets as well. We can also see here Hyolin's navel piercing and her tattoos. She has a couple of more, I think, somewhere here on her hand. And we can see these extremely long nails that Bora has. Hyolin too has long nails, but not like that. The choreography is very typical sister choreography. I haven't seen it a lot these days. When you had all these sensual groups back then, there was of course AOA, okay? But AOA didn't dance like that. Maybe because there were too many members, maybe because choreography wasn't like that. But we also had groups like Girls Day that started a bit different, but also they got into these sensual themes. I remember with Something, right? And they kind of did something like that. That said, Sister was always unique in this combination of this kind of choreography, the visuals and the sound. And you can see the snow falling. This is of course a set, okay? They're not into some kind of forest and they're snowing. They have some kind of snow machine, and there's all these people from the art team with the machine just directing it, making sure the shot works. And you see we have a very good mix of these solo kind of shots, a few modeling shots, a few, you know, lip syncing shots, and the choreography. You see this is a modeling shot here. And then we go to the choreography, this butt shaking here, very typical from Sister. And then we go to this next set. They still use the same table as the first set, but now they have the back dancers here. They're just crawling in, and we have this really nice painting on the background. I'm not following art a lot, so I'm not sure if this has some kind of significance. But you see how the spotlight is on them, right? It's not around, and it's a kind of a simple, but also, you know, pretty set. We have yet another wardrobe here. You see Bora is wearing this very peculiar top with just some jeans and some boots, and we see Hyolin, she's happy to show even more skin here. She has this super little crop top and these short shorts and these little boots here. Yeah, the styling is really amazing, and they might have done it themselves with some extra help from a stylist, of course, but I feel you have the maturity, the experience to choose the kind of wardrobe they like. It's not like the stylist can go to a 34-year-old woman and say, that's what you're gonna wear. You know, they do that to 20-year-old members, but this is not like that. And I really like the choreography here, how they go around the table. And then we're introduced to this little set here that they're just laying on this rounded square, and they have this light from below, and we can see all these shades from all these people. And they're using the bulls in here as well for some lip syncing. We can see even more people coming in into this set. You can see these little panels, you know, these are probably acrylic panels. I'm not sure about the people, how exactly they made that, if it's add-on graphics or they really used some people. If they did, they look very, very similar. I think it's pretty hard to get this kind of view here, so maybe it's not done organically, maybe it's done digitally, but you can always go to behind the scenes. Maybe they saw how they've done it. The girls look absolutely gorgeous, of course. There is no doubt about this, both Bora and Hyolin. There's this nice matured beauties. And when I say matured, I don't mean to say they look old or something like that. They look super fine. You know, both their bodies, their faces, their expressions, they still have a lot of youth in their looks, but it's in a very good way matured. They're a little more serious, so they give a different kind of attraction. When you have this 20-year-old girl behaving like super mature and cool, you don't feel very realistic. But when you have these two girls here, everything goes, right? So yeah, the music video is fantastic. I think it really goes very well with what SISTAR19 have been doing. I'm pretty sure it was their choice to do something like that, something similar. They didn't want to do something new or different. They just wanted to continue that kind of style, and that's totally fine. Personally, I do like the song. It will go to my playlist. I will listen it a few times again and again. I will probably also remix it because it's SISTAR19, and just for the nostalgia, you know, I will definitely give it a go, probably with some kind of rich synth, so I'd give it a little more dimension. So I really love and appreciate what they have done here. I really hope more artists, after they finish the standard K-pop idol career, I really wish they would come back, maybe not every year, but you know, once a couple of years, and just do some kind of little comeback. They don't have to promote and go on the shows and all this kind of stuff. Just a nice music video for the art. Of course, this costs money, so they do have to have the money. They do have to have somebody to pay this money. So SISTAR19 obviously had, and I know Boras has been on Korean dramas these days, so she has been busy with that. But Hyolyn also has been releasing a lot of solo videos, and that's really nice. So in general, really good product, great comeback from SISTAR19. Let's see more of this. You know, Tiara. Let's see Tiara coming back, and let's see more and more groups coming back with some nice ideas executed like this, you know, and looking good and projecting some kind of similar vibe. Because guys, these days I feel sometimes I really miss the old K-pop. I'm pretty sure many people that have grew up with K-pop like me since the beginning of the Korean wave would also really appreciate this kind of song, because now there's a very specific kind of style going on in all the new releases, which is really great. It's just, this is the generation of K-pop right now. This is how it goes. But I also really like, you know, this kind of just a little older one. So I guess that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. This is Jun, the K-pop nerd. Have a nice day.